Whoa. Should I let it play?
The whole thing?
Or do I just fade it out?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Burning River Browns Talk. It is the Friday night edition of the show, and I am joined by my special guest, my Jewish sister from another mister, Sherry, at Browns Fan Girl on Twitter, X, and Instagram. I'm also she's from NEO Insiders and Bougie Sports, the Pod Squad. Very talented. Thank you for coming. We got stuff to talk about. I am Lou Marconi. We got lots of stuff to talk about. I am Lou Marconi at Marconi251 on Instagram, and just because I'm a complicated guy and I like to complicate shit, I'm at Marconi1973 on Twitter X. This is the Burning River Browns Talk, a part of the Fanatical Elves Network, a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got a lot of great people on the Fanatical Elves that do a lot of great Browns content, and it's not just me. So just so you know, appreciate it. So before we go any further, I have to do a pause for our sponsor. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, we're done. Thank you. Everybody's quiet.
That was easy. That was painless.
Of course. It was totally painless. Very good.
Painless.
So painless. I have to write down when the time was so I could tell the people when they upload the show into Spotify when to put in the sponsorship. All right. So we got a lot of Browns news this week. Lots of Browns news this week, which is very surprising for like early June. It's usually a slow time, but so we're going to talk about that. We've got extensions for the general manager and the head coach.
Signed.
All of our draft picks are signed. And I'll tell you what, that Jerry Jeudy contract looks a lot better now, doesn't it? So I was going to talk about that with the interview I had with Jack Duffin before that aired a few weeks ago. And Jack Duffin had an interesting tweet that I wrote an article about it, and it got a lot of traction. And it was about the possibility of Nick Chubb being available in week 1 of this season, which I was like, and Jack Duffin's reasoning behind it. So we're going to get into that. But Sherry, before we go any further, I've got my energy drink. I'm here to talk. You got your drink?
Yeah, our least favorite dog.
Orange fingernails.
Right.
Nice.
Matchy.
If you're watching right now, be sure to check out the David Njoku's softball game. That's at Eastlake tomorrow at the Lake County Captains Park. You will be there along with the rest of the Pod Squad.
I'll be there.
Squad. I call Pod Squad.
It's because of Mod Squad.
Mod Squad, Pod
That's
Squad.
Why. Squad Pod, yes.
Squad Pod.
Most of us will be there, along with a lot of other friends from Twitterland.
Twitterland, I'm thinking First Lady will be there.
Yeah,
Spider will be there. Great people. You said Tons of Fun couldn't make it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it either, unfortunately. I was thinking about it, and I just was just family stuff coming up. But we're here every Friday night. We'll talk. We're definitely going to talk about it next Friday.
Oh, you best believe I'll have pictures for you to put up and everything.
Oh, yeah, we'll be able to check it out. There's also another story I wanted to talk about, and I actually kind of went through. Did you see the story that aired on WOIO Channel 19 last week, because one of the Noah, the East River, the East Bank Browns talk show.
Uh-huh.
He works at Channel 19, so he's aware of this story. Did you see it air about
Oh, no.
what Brook Park City Council did?
Oh, I didn't. I saw the blip for it, but I didn't follow through and watch the whole thing. I saw like an alert for it.
Okay, I caught the YouTube clip and I played it before we went live last night. Essentially, what the city of Brook Park did was they passed a resolution rolling out the red carpet for the Browns to build the stadium across the street from the airport. Essentially, it was just like Brook Park's like, yeah, come on, we'll build it.
Okay, that was like what my assumption was, that like they're not going to say no. I can't imagine them saying no.
No, they're willing to work with them on it, and where you're seeing one city government, yeah, here, come on, let's do this. And it says in the resolution, specific language, domed stadium, versus they can't do that downtown unless they knock down a bunch of buildings somewhere else and put it up.
I know, it's a whole conundrum downtown.
Yes, it is. And I think they're going to have to repurpose it and figure out something else with it. So, but anyway, that's the next step. I think I'm going to venture to say, here we are in early June. I would say by the end of the season, we should have an official announcement about that.
I hope so. I hate the waiting.
The waiting is the hardest part. Well,
it is just
like Tom Petty said.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of waiting, you think people were flipping out and freaking out that our general manager and coach were going to go away if they didn't sign their extensions, even though, yeah, go ahead, Cherry.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why people were up in arms about that. I mean, of all things,
why is it happening? Well, I mean, some people, especially, I'm not going to name any shows or anybody's names, but relax. The owner in March at the owners' meetings pretty much said yes. And he also said there's two options with us. He even said we're either going to stay downtown and remodel the stadium, or we're going to move. We're going to move. So he guaranteed we're not leaving Northeast Ohio.
Right.
He guaranteed that. And I said, you're trying to compare this to Art Modell in 95. You have no clue. Okay. I was 22 years old when that happened. So I remember that. Anyway, it's totally different. So sticking with the Stefanski and Barry, they signed extensions. I didn't see any details about money or years, but they're here for multiple years. They were currently on the last years of their 5-year deals. So I'm guessing they probably signed another 5-year deal. So they're under contract for 6 years is my guess. What the extension might be at the most could be 3 years. They signed extensions for, so they're under contract for the next 4 years. And I did an article. I'm not sure when it's going to drop. Probably Sunday, because I submitted it today. Because they got one scheduled tomorrow where it's a preview of the Eagles game.
Wow.
Well, oh yeah, I kind of been going through each game of the season, what I think's kind of previewing it, what it looks like. Foreshadowing, kind of. Yeah, and I pretty much predicted the game 3 against the Giants at home should be a curb stomp win for the Browns, essentially.
Such a pretty way of putting it. I can see it.
The Giants suck, and I pretty much said the same thing about Washington. They're going to probably a rookie quarterback from LSU is going to have to face our defense.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I said about the Washington. Now the Philly game. This is going to be a tough game. So I said that it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a test. Let's see how they do. But anyway, despite that, let me just go ahead and say that it makes me feel really good to see the stability and the continuity with this team.
Yeah.
Last night I was on, and I called John today about this. He might come on the show. He might join us. I told him he's welcome to come on anytime. Sweet. I kind of felt bad because on his show he was playing devil's advocate.
So he popped up on your shoulders
right there.
That's a bad place to be.
Telling me to eat the cookie, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up. No. Put the cookie down. Put the cookie down.
He finger wagged you.
Oh,
Arnold.
Arnold. I'm like, Like, it's a family show. Okay. So he can't, and I didn't even want to entertain it because I don't think it's going to happen. He says, what if the bottom falls out on this team and they only win
No.
4 games?
See, I
And
wouldn't. I had the same reaction you did. I'm like, no, come
no, it's
on.
not going to,
That's like,
no. Now we could say this because my expectations of this team, if healthy, is a deep playoff run.
hell yeah.
That's it. And I'm talking like either at the very least divisional playoffs appearance.
Absolutely.
But I think this team, if they stay healthy, it's very reasonable to see them playing in the AFC Championship game.
Of course. I mean,
And I'm not kidding. I'm not speaking hyperbole. I'm not looking at this with rose-colored glasses. And I'm happy to go through. We can look through the division. Now, I said this team, this organization, this team has come a long way since Haslam first bought the team 12 years ago because he kind of learned by trial and error.
mhm.
He knew when he didn't hire the right people, he cut his losses and he moved on to the next one. Cut his losses, moved on, and then slowly but surely they completely broke it down because in 2015 it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. They won 3 games. They had to completely break it down to the studs, tear it down to the studs,
Mhm.
and start rebuilding it. And they went 1-31 in 2 years. Then they started putting together some good teams and good seasons. They just needed to kind of get all the pieces together. And it seems like when Watson was able to play and we were all together, even with Nick Chubb too, that was only 1 game.
Right. So we haven't seen the full like greatness.
And
We have Drew. We have comments.
we have comments. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Drew. Hi, Sherry and Lou. Hey, Drew. Oh, also,
Drew. Well,
Drew,
I have
thanks for
to.
coming.
Drew had a very emotional night tonight because, as you know, it's Pat Sajak's last night hosting his iconic show.
Wheel of Fortune. Who's taking over?
No idea. Drew would know that. I am not an
Now
avid
is
follower.
Vanna
Hey,
White?
Megan.
Is Vanna White still there? Hey, Megan. Megan's always welcome to come on. Megan,
I have no
always welcome.
idea.
We're still good on our bet, right, Megan?
I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune since, I don't know.
Amelia Chapman from Florida.
Florida?
Yeah. I can't remember what part of Florida. She is a part of the Wrestling with the Future podcast.
Oh, okay. Hi, Amelia. Nice to meet you.
Yes. And then
we got a hell yeah brother. Question mark.
I don't know if I'm your Megan, we'd have to do a DNA test to know if I'm your brother. I could see her rolling her eyes right now.
Okay.
Is she going to the softball game tomorrow?
No.
They haven't announced who. Vanna is staying. Yeah, Vanna White's been there forever. Yeah, Vanna. I mean, God, Vanna. I remember early '80s. Like I'm talking like when I was like 8 years old, watching the Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, that show's been on there. She was on it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She was actually there's an old clip of her when she was on as contestant on The Price is Right, and she was. This was a long time, but she was drop dead gorgeous too. You could tell Bob Barker was like, "Hey, how you doing?" It was kind of creepy
with a little skinny microphone.
Yes, hey, yes. He didn't need a microphone to get over. No, he did not. So, okay, so where was I at? Okay, talking about the stability of the organization, kind of like the path he took, and where we're at right now. I even said this that. Look what happened last year and look what we were able to accomplish.
Meg said Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest is going to be the new host of Wheel of Fortune.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time.
I don't remember the last time I actually watched it.
It's just that and Jeopardy. I used to watch Jeopardy all the time since Alex Trebek passed away too.
Yeah, I can't.
Is it still Ken Jennings doing the show?
I think so.
Is it or not? Me and Ballack did it too for a while.
She was very briefly.
Yeah, she played. She was Blossom.
She was.
And she was Amy Farrah Fowler on
Big Bang.
That's Big Bang Theory. Yeah, that's just. And she was in a movie where she played Bette Midler, a young Bette Midler. It was Yeah, I can't remember it exactly. It was
I
just
could see
anyway.
it.
Yeah. It's a long time ago it was, but she was like a child actor in that movie.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, but anyway, I was making a point. What I made the point in the article was this team, this same team did not have Nick Chubb, did not have Deshaun Watson, and started PJ Walker at quarterback, and we beat the San Francisco 49ers. That San Francisco 49ers team, which is the best team in the NFC, arguably, took the Kansas City Chiefs to overtime in the Super Bowl. Correct?
Yeah.
And we beat them at home. We also beat the Pittsburgh Steelers starting Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Right. That
So
was incredible.
that if you think about it, what was even more incredible about that game, the Browns only had one penalty that whole game.
That's a
That
huge
that's why we
deal.
won. That's
Hmm.
why we won. The defense was just lights out. It was that one they gave up one big play and that was it. Otherwise, they couldn't do shit against us, and it was just too much. But anyway,
We were an unstoppable force.
yes, and look at how much turnover has this roster had.
Very slim. Very. It's
I mean,
just
Jordan
getting bigger and better.
Jordan Elliott left. We signed Quentin Jefferson. Taki and Anthony Walker left. We had Devin Bush, which I don't know about him, but Jordan Hicks, big time upgrade.
And the
we actually
rookies.
and the
I'm
rookies we
excited
drafted.
about the rooks. Yeah, it's always exciting getting new guys.
Drafted Michael. We didn't have any turnover on the secondary. Very little on the defensive line.
Jerry Jeudy icing on the cake.
We added Jerry Jeudy as a legitimate number 2 receiver. We added Kareem Hunt was no longer here, but we brought in Nyheim Hines, Dante Foreman, which it's kind of like I think what you're going to see. We have Jerome Ford still, and Nick Chubb. If Nick Chubb does come back that early, I'm gonna kind of go into that first, but I'm just gonna say we look at what we did too. What caught us the most off guard last season was backup quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, big time.
So
huge time.
Look who we have as our 2 and 3s.
Heck yeah, Jameis Winston.
Jameis,
come on,
Tyler Huntley, 3 Pro Bowlers.
Yes,
3 Pro Bowlers. So that's
super. We are stacked.
This is a very good lineup. Now, when I talked to Jack Duffin a few weeks ago, and I actually I tagged him on my tweet with the new article, "Can Nick Chubb be ready by week 1?" Quoted his tweet in there, and I tagged him, and then he retweeted it. He was happy that I did that. So he pretty much says like what the Browns do is they pay the player for the player they project him to be.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing with Jerry Jeudy.
Heck yeah.
Guess who we got? We got somebody joining us.
Really?
Hi. Who is this?
What is going on over there?
Rogue Zebra call. Time for a Rogue Zebra call with Parlay. Cleveland against the world.
Whoa.
Oh, it's live.
It's time for a Rogue Zebra call.
Does she know she's on? Does she know she's on?
Time for a Rogue Zebra call.
Heck yeah.
With Parlay. Continue holding Miles.
I'm just gonna let her go.
Hell yeah.
Continue holding Miles like a newborn.
Coach. Hell yeah. Coach. How you doing, Coach?
Hi, Posh. Thank
How's
you for
it
joining
going,
us.
Coach?
How you doing?
Good. Now, where are you at? Where are you located?
I am back in my hometown of Cleveland.
You're in Cleveland.
But I am back in my hometown of Cleveland. I am originally from Cleveland, and I moved to St. Louis in 05. And
Flex says hi.
Hi, that is my boo. That is my main man. The best part. Flex is the best part of St. Louis ever.
Hey, Flex.
Hey, Flex.
That is my boo.
Thank you.
Flex. And he is the best part of Flex is the best part of St. Louis ever. Besides Red Barbecue. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you at Lefties? Are you at Lefties in Cleveland Heights?
Yes, I
I saw the sign behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at Deshaun Watson Sandwich Shop.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh,
I
damn.
am. But it is all about. Yes, I'm at Rusty
What do you got?
Steak,
Look, did you
but
get a Reuben? What'd you get?
but it's all about
Oh.
the cheesecake, baby. It's all
Cheesecake.
about the
Oh.
cheesecake.
Speaking my language.
Hey, when you've been intermittent fasting for 4 years, it's all about the cheesecake.
I guess.
It's all about the cheesecake, baby.
Oh,
As I flew on my Southwest airplane, all I was thinking about was South.
That was your happy
strawberry
thought.
cheesecake.
That was your
Yes,
safe, your
yes,
mantra on the plane.
yes,
Soon I will have the
yes,
cheesecake. Everything will be
yes,
okay. That's
yes.
what made it
As
safe.
I was folded up like a plebeian on Southwest, I'm like strawberry cheesecake.
It's a hug. It's
Strawberry
basically a hug in cake form.
hey,
Exactly.
hey, Flex just started following me on Twitter. I'm following you back, Flex.
Oh, that's.
All right.
So how's the vibe there? How is it? Because that's very close to where I'm talking to you from.
Oh, okay. Well, it's quiet right now. It's quiet right now, which is fine. It's fine. I imagine it's going to be popping here Saturdays. People doing errands, getting their snacks. I'm hoping people support lefties
And that's
after.
on Taylor Road?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
I'm sure Deshaun Watson appreciates the advertising from us.
Heck yeah,
Yes.
you better.
Yeah, he needs more money for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
exactly. So let's talk about they're working on my order, and of course they offer fast service, guys. They were ready they were going to have my order ready in 10 minutes, but I told them to delay it because of you guys.
Oh,
But,
if you need to eat, we can put you backstage
no,
until
Of
you're
course,
ready.
whatever you want.
oh yeah, I need.
No, what did you get? What sandwich did you get?
No.
What the hell did she just do?
I need to eat. I got ham hot.
Oh, come on.
I got cornbread thighs galore.
I was born with them.
Midwest thighs, baby.
Midwest.
No, but
Midwest thighs.
as Foghorn Leghorn would say, I did. She brings the dinner bell with her. No.
Say ya.
She brings the dinner bell. Hey, well, here's what's up, guys. You want to treat yourself, but it's all about portion control. So I got the cheesecake meal. Got the still gonna love that cheesecake, but it's a better portion for me. And then I got an order of onion rings and his strawberry cheesecake.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I still indulge
Very
you,
nice.
but
You get-
still keep that portions under control.
Absolutely.
That's good to know. That's good to know. What kind of sandwich did you get? I didn't hear which kind of sandwich you got. What'd you get?
Kansas cheesesteak meal.
Kansas cheesesteak meal. Okay, cool. I got a
Oh, Kent?
kids. So you got the kids. Portion
Oh.
smaller.
Yes, it's all about portion control. When you're, intermittent fasting,
Do they have a Reuben? I always like Reuben
Yes,
sandwich.
they have a.
Yes, I like Reuben.
They have a great menu, and like I said, the service is fast and organized.
Mhm.
He has a great. I think they
I'll
have
probably
great
get it.
food.
I'll go there and get a nice Italian sub, some Italian bread.
They have a great.
Yeah.
I love. I wanted to try. I'm definitely going to bring home. Don't tell Southwest, but in my suitcase will be some chicken wings. I'll be.
Oh, hell
bringing
yeah. I've done that before. I brought home from Florida. I brought home 2 pizzas, 2 18-inch pizzas. I've done that before.
Oh my gosh. I've flown. There's a chicken place called Mama Elaine's in St. Louis. I flew the chicken from that in a Waffle House. And last minute, I boarded the plane in St. Louis. It was like a drug dealer.
Wow.
They customer service, man.
That's amazing.
The girl got off of work, met me in a parking lot of Waffle House. The people looked like a drug deal. I'm serious. And I brought my Tupperware container, wrapped it up, and flew to Iowa.
Fried chicken is comparable to crack. So.
And so when I was with my son, that's Mama Elaine. go when you were in St. Louis?
I tell you what, when I lived in North Carolina, right down the road from us was a Popeyes. There was a
Okay.
Popeyes fried chicken, which was great. But there was also a local, like a more regional place in North Carolina
Uh-huh.
called Smithfield
Uh-huh.
Chicken and Barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that was good chicken. That
Uh-huh.
was really good chicken and barbecue.
Uh-huh.
It was pulled pork barbecue with the vinegar-based sauce in
Oh,
Eastern
Uh-huh.
North
nice.
Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Awesome, excellent.
All right. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
I've got
oh yeah.
uh-huh. So I'm in town for to meet my friend at Brown Fangirl. We
I
are
know.
going to go a month after and joke in the softball event.
Yeah.
We plan on being called security being called on us by hour two. We're going
Are you going to be like Morgana, the kissing bandit, running onto the field?
Oh no. Well, her maybe. I could just see that now.
That would
Who's
be great.
Miles is gonna tackle you?
Yeah.
no.
Oh, she would like that too much.
No, I'm going to behave better than I did in 2015. You guys want to hear a story?
Yes, of
Well, we're
course we
here.
do.
Why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Picture this. Picture this. 2015. You know, just like Billy Girls. Okay. In St. Louis, the story takes place in St. Louis when the Browns were at St. Louis Buck versus Forever in a handbasket. Posh lost her team twice. Grew up in Cleveland, lost her team. Moved to St. Louis, lost her team again. I'm still going to trauma for that.
Yeah, but
There's
we fought to keep the team in one. So there you go.
exactly. So anyway, it was 2015. A flex, my son. We went to the Browns at St. Louis game, and it was Browns won that game, and Browns lost that game. Browns lost that game, and we of course were hardcore fans. We were at the bus. We were at the bus as we were boarding. Now, everyone else saw me and knew this woman is a hugger. Okay, you can
Oh,
tell everybody knew not to come near me. Everyone, Ray Farmer looked at me and was like, He looked me up and down like this and knew not to come near me. Okay? He knew that. He really did look me square in the eye and was like, no. Okay. But rookie Danny Shelton in his rookie year did not know that. So, I have a thing for husky men. I'm sorry. If you don't be a CPAP for over 220 pounds, I don't got nothing for you. Okay? I can't do nothing with a man that's under 220 pounds and 5'3". Okay? I need to. Okay? Okay. So, Danny Shelton, Samoan. I'm sorry if I'm being racist, but Danny Shelton. It was Danny Shelton.
What about Danny Shelton?
Samoan. That's all I can
he's
say.
a
He's
beautiful
Samoan.
gentleman. He's a
He's a
beautiful
Samoan.
gentleman.
He ended up playing for the Patriots
Yes,
too,
he
right?
did.
Yes,
Yeah.
he got a ring. He
Mm-hmm.
got a ring. So Danny Shelton, Colin Brooks, like Danny Shelton comes up near me. I kissed him so much. It was ridiculous. I know Flex was mad at me. I kissed him so much that later on, as I was driving my son back to his college of Iowa State, that my lips were salty. I was like, why are my lips salty? And my son in the back seat was like, but you got his fucking DNA on it, on you. You got his fucking DNA on you, mom. That's why my lips are salty. It was hilarious. Oh my god. So Danny Shelton. So I'm probably the reason why Danny Shelton left the Browns.
Oh
So
no.
I apologize, Cleveland, while you lost Danny Shelton.
No way.
I apologize, Danny, if you're seeing about me.
Oh no, that was the best day of his life. Come on.
I apologize. But guys, a little about me. I'm Tasha Cleaver. I'm a nurse. I grew up in Cleveland. I grew up in Lexington and 55th Street. I know what it's like to have bread and hope sandwiches. I know what it's like to come up struggling. I know what it's like Penn State nurse graduate, family, hard working. I love teaching. Even though I live in St. Louis, I just love everything about Cleveland. I love the Browns. In my heart and my soul, I just love the city. I love the Browns.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. We all do.
And tear up the east side.
And I hear a
Starting
lot of
tonight.
that music is playing. I'll tell you what I was going to say was that we were just talking about how good this roster is and how most of the roster is coming back. Because I mean, if you think about it, Baltimore lost 3 starters on defense. They lost 3 starting offensive linemen. Will that make a difference? We'll have to see. But I guarantee you, if that was Cleveland that did that, the national media would think we're done. Okay, Pittsburgh. Let's talk about Pittsburgh.
Let's talk Pittsburgh. Okay. Russell has kind of word because, hey, I'm a Browns fan. Okay. I'm a nurse. Nurses, the glass is cracked. Okay. I'm a nurse. Okay. But I do believe that I've told friends and faces that, the coach is going to revive him, Frankenstein. I do believe he's going to revive Russell. Okay, he's going to build him. He's going to re-engineer Russell. He's going to put some pieces around Russell.
Where, in Pittsburgh?
Yes. I do believe we need to make a plan regarding Russell because here's the thing. Remember the draft. They got the Pittsburgh picked up this true Samoan guy as an answer to take down Deshaun. You know what I mean? They're he's thinking ahead. So their coach is not college not stupid. Okay?
Right.
They drafted an offensive lineman. They're drafted offensive line their first 3 picks. Yeah. Well, they got a 35. Yeah, they got 35-year-old Russell Wilson that's getting paid $80 million to not play in Denver. That's the truth. And they got Justin Fields as a backup that is yet to throw for 3,000 yards. And I like Justin Fields because I'm a Buckeyes fan too. So I don't know. You can say what you want, but I'll have to see it to believe it. That's what I'm saying.
Are they going to try to use Justin Fields as a other tool? They're going to use him out in the field. They're not going to just have Justin Fields just as a backup quarterback. Last report. They want to use Justin Fields in space. I don't know. Was that just a rumor said by Russell? I think that was just a rumor said by Russell. They want to use Justin Fields more.
Like interchangeable? Like interchange? Okay.
Here's the thing. It's dangerous when you have 2 men with something to prove. Russell
Right.
got something to prove. Justin got it's dangerous.
That is true.
They'll flip a coin to see who starts.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, 200 men. I'm ready for this season. I'm ready for us to make that next stage. I'm ready for Deshaun to take that next step. I am very proud of Jameis backing him up. If something should happen to Deshaun's health. One of my favorite hobbies, you guys, if you follow me, I love doing football nursing care plans. As a Kent State nurse, Kent State is a great, if you ever want, for those of you that are looking for a career choice, I'm telling you to become a nurse. It is the most magical thing.
Absolutely.
Become a nurse. And if you need a nursing school, become a Kent State nurse.
Yeah.
I'm a 2002 graduate. Kent State College something because it's just a big chaos. And I love looking at the players, looking at their medical reports, and making my imaginary fantasy nursing care plan. Imagine if I was their nurse besides every hour of sponge bath. But anyway, imagine if I was their nurse, what would I do medically? For example, Dewan Jones. When we picked him up, I saw those little giraffe-looking knees.
Giraffe-looking knees.
They need those knees, baby. I knew it, and here we are. You know what I mean? I wish I worked on the Browns because, you know what I mean? I know I wouldn't let them do anything on their offense except play penalty wings. But you know what I mean? I
No
wouldn't let them go.
motorcycles.
No.
No motorcycles
Let's
ever.
play Cobra. Let's play Cobra.
No,
Let's
no.
play golf.
No,
Only golf.
No. But I just wish that I want the RBs, like for example, running back should practice how to fall. You know, like for example, I love Brees Hall. Brees Hall attended my son's alma mater. One time, Brees Hall fell catching himself with his wrist. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I think players need to practice this summer. I want every fucking football player practice how to fall.
That's a good.
Every player needs to practice how to fall, hold the ball, like go for. I know they're trying to get that every touch because of the game of it, but practice falling on your coccyx. Get that in. Hold that ball as a newborn. But get with the orthopedic doctor.
Oh, that's a
Look at
great
fall.
idea. Yeah.
There should be an orthopedic doctor on every team. But grab that ball, but you fall on your ass because the coccyx bone is easier to heal from. But don't ever, nobody should be falling catching your
No,
Oh,
you don't do
yeah.
that. When I learned how to fall as a wrestler,
Yeah.
as a pro wrestler, they have you do
Yes,
this.
Thank you. You fall.
Mhm.
They should fall, and just go try to get an extra inch, but fall back.
Right.
That's the way to fall. They need to practice falling on a mat. I want to. Running backs is a dangerous position. The reason why I think they're taking away running back stock because it's a dangerous position. But running backs need to take back that power by learning how to fall, and also they need to do what's called rotate these running backs out. I would have running backs. I would play them like a third down and rotate them out. Rotate them out, third down, pushing, you get them, rotate them out. Take running backs need to like form a union, take back their power, but
That's a good idea.
doing that. We need to protect these football players to extend their career. Now, when you rotate players out, though, they reduce their playing time and get their numbers. Like OBJ might complain, but you have a longer career.
Yeah, OBJ left Baltimore, didn't he? He went to Miami.
Okay, your girl. Follow your girl. Search my tweet. I have predicted, using my nursing skills, I have predicted. My son and Flex will know I have been going on. Okay, it was 2022. 2022. Saturday morning, the last day of the draft. I woke up in the morning. It came to me like a vision. I said, Brock Purdy to the 49ers. It was Saturday morning, the last day of the draft. I said, Brock Purdy to the 49ers. Search my tweet.
I believe you.
Clairvoyant.
Nursing assessment.
I'm going to follow you for stock tips.
Yeah.
Search my tweet. I said, OBJ, I said Lamar Jackson, OBJ, peanut butter and jelly. They belong together. Bam, what happened?
True.
Bam, what happened? I don't know
gets hurt.
OBJ, I'm missing OBJ. They ain't nothing out there. You and Lamar need to stay together. Like a black couple, drinking Crown Royal. Ain't nothing out there.
Did she just say what I think she just said?
OBJ ain't nothing out there. You can't do nothing no better. I don't know what's OBJ's problem. I don't know what OBJ
is. It his dad?
I don't know. I don't know. OBJ likes to play with it, like to flash it, like camera action. I feel like, he said that. His interview he did with Rich Eisen. It's like he wants to play when it's like playoffs. Suddenly he's healed when it's time for playoffs.
Hallelujah.
Exactly.
Hey. Well, let me ask you this. What do you think about Cincinnati? I mean, Okay, that's all she said.
Okay, here's another story. Okay, so I grew up in Cleveland. My
I'm gonna get out
mom.
my can of worms that I just opened.
So I also, later on in my childhood, moved to Cincinnati area
Okay.
during the advent of Welcome to the Jungle. So in my background of my site is Welcome to the Jungle. We got hungry. So
Little Guns N' Roses.
yes, so I don't have nothing in my heart for people. I just can't stand them. I just can't stand them. You know, and I love the story of Paul Brown. I love that story of Paul Brown. You know, as a teacher, he implemented every team needs to bow down to the Brown. Everything, all the principles that are do, training camp, the training camp, having a playbook, all the things that football teams do, need to bow down to the altar of Paul Brown. Every Cleveland family needs to sit down and tell their child about Paul Brown. Paul Brown.
Yep.
And I don't know why is Cincinnati so cheap? Why are they so
They don't.
Dollar General? Why are they so Dollar General with their team? I don't
Well, yeah, because the Browns owner is spending like $80 million over the highest spending team. We are the most highest spending team in the NFL. Jack Duffin talked about that.
Is it because we support our team and maybe Cincinnati only recently started supporting their team? I don't know.
No, the Brown family doesn't have the cash, the liquidity to structure the contracts the way we do because the Haslams have the money to pay it. We
Okay.
restructure contracts so we can do this. That's how we can pay Deshaun Watson what we have. He's probably going to restructure by training camp, and they're going to add a void year at the end of it, and they're going to save $30 million in the cap, roll it over into next year. I mean, that's how they've been mastering it because the owner's willing to cut the checks and restructure these contracts. We get all this cap space. The thing that Cincinnati that concerns me is that when you have a ligament injury in your wrist of your throwing hand that Joe Burrow had, is he going to be the same after that? Plus, T. Higgins has a contract this year. Trey Hendrickson, their best pass rusher, wants to be traded. You know,
Storm going on. Okay.
it's like I'm thinking we have a great opportunity if we stay healthy. That's the caveat. We stay healthy, we win the division.
Okay. Here's the thing. We got insurance for James. Deshaun, stay healthy.
Yeah, stay healthy.
I think James can carry us through.
Knocking on wood.
I'm knocking on
Crossing
wood,
my fingers.
but I think Deshaun can stay healthy. Yeah, I think he can stay healthy. But I think we have some good insurance for Jameis. I don't know. I want the team to gel. They're going to Greenbrier again.
Yes.
Okay, and they're having training camp again, public training camp. Okay.
Yeah, open training camp in Greenbrier.
Okay.
I've been there. I've stayed at that place. It's amazing. Yeah, I stayed there for the company I work for. They sent me there on sales meetings, and I was like, okay, just so you get an idea how priced this was. This was almost 10 years. This was 11 years, 9 years ago. 9 years ago, a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich was $17.
Whoa.
A BLT was $17. That's how high priced this place was because I had a certain like a budget for a certain what I could
per diem.
spend. Yeah, per diem, and that was like the cheapest sandwich for lunch.
Oh
wow!
How much bacon?
It was good. It was a good sandwich. It was a really good sandwich.
Well, I wouldn't know for $17. I wouldn't know exactly how much bacon is on there. If I'm going to pay $17, I need to know. Is it like at least like?
Yeah, it was good. No, it was a good amount. It was a good amount. The tomato was good. That lettuce, BLT.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, Posh. Honey, let me, because I was going to talk about this because my article, I did this. Yeah. She's eating her onion rings. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I know.
I talked about Nick Chubb.
Onion ring doubles as a bracelet.
Jack.
A medical IV bracelet. I can make a medical IV bracelet with onion ring.
I need my insulin. So, no, seriously, Jack Duffin released a tweet saying that he thinks Nick Chubb's going to play week 1 because of the incentives in his contract. that he would lose out if he doesn't play.
Mhm.
If he does, I don't see him getting more than 10 carries
Mhm.
if he's out there. I just say
Oh,
this,
right.
yeah,
Absolutely. Because
I
it's
see
too
a
risky. Yeah,
running
it's
back by
risky.
committee, and he'll head the
Mhm.
committee.
Okay.
So
Let's medically assess Nick Chubb. Remind me, what injury did he have?
what did she say? I'm sorry.
Medically assess Nick Chubb.
Yes.
Yes.
Remind me
Yeah.
what injury he had.
ACL, MCL,
ACL, MCL
restructure.
restructure, and
Okay.
both surgeries were completed by mid-November.
Okay.
And I was at the game, and so was Sherry when he
Mhm.
smashed the guitars against the Jets on Thursday night.
Yeah,
He
was
walked out.
walking.
yeah,
He walked with
yeah.
no brace, no limp, walked upstairs, smashed the guitar, walked downstairs. I
And
saw him do it.
We all saw the film of him running on a Georgia track.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He looked good.
He looks good, but when you start seeing video of him squatting 500
Then
pounds,
you know
then
he's
you know
back
he's
to
close. He's
normal.
back.
Mhm.
He's back. When you see him putting
Yeah,
500
full
pounds on the
strength.
squat rack,
That's
yeah.
full strength Chubb.
Is it karaoke night there?
He can come back week one. I think he can come back. If he's squatting that much weight.
If he is, but that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
We could ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, ask, hey, what's your squat, man?
Hey, I plan on accepting all of the football.
I know. Do you got binoculars? Do you want me to bring you my binoculars?
I plan on accepting everybody. I want to DJ. Jawad, DJ. What are you doing? I'm a scale from 1 to 10. How's your name?
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
I plan on accepting them.
You know what? We could bring one of the charts, the happy face. You know, I'll make one. I got one downstairs, actually. I could bring it. On this chart, where are you today?
Deshaun.
Show me on the chart.
Yeah.
Where are you today?
Yeah.
Exactly. Are you Superman today?
Okay. But you guys, by the
I'm
end of the
Superman
day,
every day.
hey, by the end of the day, you guys are probably going to say, Miles, where did Joy touch you?
He'll get out the doll and he'll point.
On the zebra. Show me on the zebra. Where did she touch?
By the end of the day, where did Tosh touch you?
Where did Tosh
touch you? No, guys.
I think, Posh, we got to have you back on. That's for
oh
sure.
yes, for sure.
You can come on even from St. Louis. You can come on
Oh
from
yeah,
St. Louis.
you have
Absolutely.
to. That would be fun.
Now she lives in St. Louis, but she's visiting Cleveland.
Yeah,
okay.
for the game.
This weekend, the Battlehawks is a Browns connection. Will Hardy, former Browns player. He is he's going for a championship this Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, the UFL? UFL?
The UFL, Willie Harvey, he's with his fellow Iowa State brother, Hakeem Butler. He is the offensive player of the year for XFL. And also his fellow Iowa State brother, Mike Rose, who I think Mike Rose and Willie Harvey, they on the defensive side of the ball, they're like a snack pack. I think these NFL players should pick them up together as a snack pack. They combine great on the field. They combine great.
Yeah, and they have a whole season of film and everything. And
exactly. You know, I got her turned on to the Battlehawks. St. Louis is like one of the most engaged teams. They're like the Browns when it comes to support of the XFL. Oh my God, it's been amazing watching Battlehawks, watching the team. And as always, I saw these players play at my son's alma mater, Iowa State.
That is so fun.
So it's been such a dream watching Hakeem, the Dream Butler, Willie Harvey, and Mike Rose. I'm like a mom. I'm a psycho mom. Watching them matriculate down the field when I saw them at Iowa State under the Matt Campbell process. And the coach of Battlehawks, Anthony Beck, his son, Rocco Beck, is the quarterback of Iowa State.
Oh, really? That is so cool.
So the Iowa State blueprint is all over the Battlehawks.
That is awesome.
I'm so proud of Battlehawks at Iowa State. But I'm going to shut up now. I just love you guys. You talk about your wrestling show. Your wrestling show. I'm so excited about
My
that.
wrestling show?
Yeah, you've got it involved in
Oh,
your wrestling
it's on Rumble. It's called the Sunday Stew Pot.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday Stew Pot on Rumble. Yeah, you can
It's
check it out
very
because if you
good.
see me tweet it, yeah, you can see the links to
I
it.
usually retweet it too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I do that with Corey Castle, my friend Corey Castle. He's out of Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Anytime. We got to
Corey's
have you
awesome.
back on. Yeah.
For
What,
sure.
so Saturday, tomorrow night, the Cleveland Monsters are playing the
Yeah.
Hershey Bears.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be on tomorrow night. What's up?
Yeah.
It's getting really loud where you're at, Posh.
I know, yeah. So we're going to, so Browns fans, are we going to be live, popping live a little bit?
We could.
When?
Okay, we'll
When?
see what happens.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow we could.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But
Oh,
thank you so
absolutely.
much. I really appreciate you guys. And,
Of course.
Appreciate having you on.
keep it fresh.
Anytime. We'll have you back, Todd.
For sure.
Posh.
You got them flustered between the food and the.
Yes, and her molesting
Right.
Myles Garrett. Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a
see
good
ya.
night. Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Hasta mañana. All right, enjoy your food.
Enjoy. Yes, amok.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, it got a lot quieter all of a sudden.
Yeah. That.
She's laughing. She's laughing.
Yeah.
She's laughing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I live
interesting, yeah.
about I want to say 2.5 miles from that establishment, and I've driven past it many times since it's opened.
The lefties?
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not too far away.
Well, I mean, you have to pass me to go to it.
Yeah,
So if you
'cause
don't
you're-
invite me, I'll smack you. I'm just kidding. I would
Put 'em
never
up,
hurt
put 'em-
you.
Put them up. Put them up.
No, I would smack you with guilt
With guilt.
that you could believe.
You'd rather get smacked with envy. So, so it's like I was saying, and if I know it was really that interesting conversation we just had with Posh.
Oh yeah, I like her take because she's from a medical perspective, which is, outside of usually. Steve, look at my iron fist, my little tiny kitten fist. I have a Sharpie for scale. I need to work on my upper body strength.
What is with the Calder Cup? Actually, it's the conference finals right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
The AHL.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it tells you how much I've been paying attention to.
I know. I feel
Monsters
bad.
hockey.
Because my team's in the Stanley Cup. No offense to the Monsters. I mean, the Calder Cup is their Stanley Cup, but this is a little bit more on the forefront of my fandom is the Panthers, being in the Stanley Cup final, playing tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
And Nick DiPaolo is predicting the Panthers to win.
I'm predicting
Maulers. Yeah.
Yes, and everyone's well rested, and I've been following their practices, and they just look incredible. So I am gonna. This is the year they win the cup. They're taking it back to Sunrise, and since I was a little baby Panthers fan, this is the day that I've been hoping for, and I'm confident.
So it's the series is tied 2-2. Is that what I understand? Okay.
Again,
it's game 5
be at
in
the
Cleveland.
Monsters game. But
Game 5's in Cleveland.
Yes,
tomorrow.
it's tomorrow night. Mm-hmm.
It's at the Rocket Mortgage Field House.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Hey, and I talked about this, and this is interesting in itself. In my shows this week, can you tell me? Let me tell if you know this. Can you name a time when all 3 Cleveland sports teams made the postseason?
Was that when the Cavs won 2016? No.
Nope. 2016, the Browns went 1-15.
Oh right, I was here for that. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay.
All right, Amelia.
Go
Yes,
Panthers.
go Panthers. They're my team.
Yeah. Love it, Amelia. Cool. Yeah, I got nothing against the Panthers. Cool. Go Panthers. I'd love to see you guys win.
Me too.
Okay. It has yet to ever happen with the Cavaliers, the Browns, and the Cleveland baseball team. Keep in mind, from 1954 to 1995, the Indians never made the postseason. So that's a 41-year
Right.
period.
Okay.
In 1954, the Indians lost the World Series. They were swept by the New York Giants. In 1954, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Detroit Lions for the NFL championship. They won the title that year. And in 1954, the Cleveland Barons won the AHL Calder Cup. So
okay. So this was okay.
This was before the Cavaliers. Yeah. Well,
okay.
in 1948, all three teams won. The Indians won the World Series. The Barons won the Calder Cup, and the Browns won the All-American Football Conference Championship. So that happened in 48. But like the Barons won like 9 Calder Cups. I'm not kidding. And they did. And then the Monsters just won one in 2016. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they'll win one this year. That'd be nice.
That would be really nice.
Yeah. So here we go. Go ahead. Way to go, Amelia. Thanks for watching. So I talked about that, but I think when it comes to like what this team can do and how good they can be, there's all this positive news, and then you have to sit there on a show and go, what if we go 4-12? And I went,
no.
We're Cleveland.
You did that. Oh, that's your.
Yeah, we're Cleveland, and we're gonna fucking win. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Here. Do you need the squeezy heart? Do you need the stress? No.
The squeezy heart?
Squeezy heart.
I got my energy drinking boner pills.
Oh, okay. The squeezy heart for when we're feeling anxious. Actually, this thing needs a battery. It pumps on its own.
I'm not anxious. I'm aggravated.
Well, you can cuddle with it like a puppy. You're supposed to get a puppy, something with a heartbeat. This is valuable right here. Okay, this is a valuable resource.
Look at what this team did. They have Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper for 2 fifth-round and a 6th-round picks. Are you kidding me?
And we paid off. We have first-round draft picks now.
Yes, we do. We have first-round draft picks starting next year.
Isn't that exciting too? Yeah, so the sky is the limit.
We could do this as long as we manage the cap the way we are, and the salary cap keeps going up. We're going to be fine.
No doubt.
The thing I wanted to point out where I disagree with Posh was I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are in quarterback purgatory and they just don't know it because we were there. I've lived it. I've seen it.
It feels more so that way.
Well, Jake Delhomme.
I am not a Russell Wilson
Cody
fan
Kessler,
to begin with, so I am kind of negative toward him. I don't particularly like him. I don't think he's so good at this point in his career.
2 Super Bowl winning coaches got rid of him. Sean Payton, Pete Carroll.
So what does that tell us? That tells us a lot. That tells us volumes. So
and I'm wondering by the time the Monday night game comes up when the Browns are going to Denver, okay, I wonder if Sean Payton's still going to still be their coach.
Oh, really?
I'm making a bold prediction because I think that team is going to suck and suck really bad.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, the Giant. Well, it's going to be kind of early for Brian Daboll to be fired, but you're going to see that at the end of the year. There's always like 6 to 8 teams that just blow it up and get rid of their coaches, and it hasn't been us. We don't know what to do with ourselves, so we got to make shit up out of thin air.
Right. Yeah, we're so happy. It's like, it's so nice to enjoy this lack of turmoil that people are creating their own nonsense and make believe things to worry about,
Case
like
in
for
point.
The first time, right?
Yeah, my hand looks really big when I do this. The Claw.
Oh, I started watching that movie.
The Iron Claw, the Von Erichs.
I started, yeah.
Okay, let me make my point. We can talk about that, but hold it. Okay. It's like when there's a woman, and I'm going to piss some people off, that's in a good marriage and married to a good guy,
Uh-oh, I think he did freeze. It looks like it's just me at the moment. He was having internet issues earlier today because it did freeze at quite a hilarious point. Right? Did you see Lou's face when it froze? I couldn't tell if it was me or him. He'll be back shortly. So, Steve, who are you predicting to win the Stanley Cup? My hair, it's purple. Right now it's purple. I know, don't give me shit about Ravens fan purple. It's not. It's Browns fan purple. And yeah, I'm from Florida. I'm originally from South Florida. Amelia's asking if I am from Florida, way down south, Palm Beach County, Boynton Beach, where a lot of notable football players have come out of my area, including Lamar Jackson. An enemy, yet a frenemy, because we both grew up in the same part of South Florida, so that's exciting. And yeah, I'm trying to think. Brown stuff. Oh, Wesley Chapel. Okay. Nice. I've not been there before, but there's still time. Anybody have bold Stanley Cup predictions? I'm not going to fight if you say it's the hated other team that'll win. We don't even call them by their name because what's the point in acknowledging your enemy? Yeah, Panthers and Lightnings. I'm excited. Actually, you want to know who I'm most excited to see celebrity-wise? Posh. I'm excited to finally meet her. We haven't met. We've been friends on X for many years, and it's exciting when you get to meet your friends in real life. So I can't wait to cause problems with her. Not really, but hopefully we're going to hug somebody. We'll hug each other. I don't know if we'll hug players. I am going to be excited to see Nick Chubb, definitely. Everybody else, it's just famous person after famous person, and it's exciting that Travis Kelce will be there tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be drinking his Jim Beam, and he'll be in rare form knocking dingers left and right. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. For the love of all the deities, I hope everybody rounds the bases safe and slow. Nobody gets injured while trying to be a show off and slide into base because, you know, this is a exhibition game for funsies. But who would you be most excited to see, Steve? I mean, Myles Garrett, it's always seeing him in person. He's an anomaly. He is so large, and I'm on the smaller scale of being a human. So when I see a larger scale human, it's amazing. Oh, pulled pork. Amelia, pulled pork. It's funny. I wasn't introduced in growing up. My family, we didn't eat a lot of pork because my mom's family, they came from, well, actually both sides, more so kosher upbringing. And so we didn't have pork in the house. But when I moved up to Syracuse, New York, the first place I had pulled pork was a very famous barbecue joint called Dinosaur Barbecue. I don't know if any of you have ever been there in Syracuse, in the Cuse. It's like a biker bar, and the food is phenomenal. And that was the first place I ever had pulled pork. So Lou was talking about a place in North Carolina where he got pulled pork with vinegar-based sauce. And I don't necessarily remember the name of that place. But if you're ever in Syracuse, go to Dinosaur. That place, I think they moved downstate. I think there's one in Harlem. I think they opened one. And I believe there's a Dinosaur Barbecue in Buffalo. But don't quote me on that one. I don't think Florida has too many great. Amelia, have you ever had a place called Lucille's on the East Coast? There's a place by my parents called Lucille's. Their barbecue is fairly decent, but they cater toward the elderly because the South Florida fans, you have to make the ribs so that the elderly could, gnaw on them with their ailing teeth and dentures. But even though considered, all things considered, it was extremely edible and decent. But I'm not sure if Lou is coming back. I'm not sure if his Wi-Fi went completely dead or not. It would help if I turned on my phone to see if he calls me or texts. But this is kind of fun.
I'm back.
There he is.
Did you keep it going?
Yeah, we were talking about barbecue and hockey.
Who was that? Oh, with Amelia?
And Steve. We're talking about tomorrow's game and...
Cool. Sorry, my internet took a crap.
So I told everybody that you were having issues earlier today, so...
Oh, I was like really. Well, Amelia, meet Sherry. Sherry, meet Amelia.
Yeah, we were we were discussing this way our Florida. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Thank you. I try to hold my own. I am a talker.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Well, back to the point I was making.
Oh yeah,
I was talking about.
You froze, and the face you made was kind of funny. Yeah, it was like that.
We'll just do this.
All right. Better you than me.
I'm doing this. All right, back to it. Picture it like this, that you hear about this housewife or a wife that's married to a really good guy, but she just doesn't feel, she needs that drama. She needs that spice. She needs that. But so she purposely starts issues and starts shit just to be difficult. And eventually she leaves the guy because he was a good guy. And then she's wondering what she did because her life falls apart after that. So I know I'm going to piss off a lot of women that have done this, but guess what? You're wrong for doing it. So, yeah. But that's what I equate it to.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you.
We did have fun talking. We were talking Florida because,
Florida.
Tomorrow, it's a huge day for us tomorrow. Huge day.
Oh, yeah. Real huge. I think, honestly, Browns fans are conditioned to be negative.
Yeah.
And they need to get that out of their heads. That's why when I shut that down as soon as I hear it.
Always should shut it down now, especially.
If you go through your life thinking it's shit, guess what you're going to have? A pile of shit. You manifest and you create it. I'm going to say something. I told nobody I did this yet. Told nobody I did this. I sat down this week.
Oh, no. This can't be good. Come on, lose internet work. Come on, man. Come on, internet. Maybe he needs to move closer to the big city because our internet's pretty good in the close bird.
I wrote an article.
You froze again.
Me. Are you kidding me?
No.
There we go.
You did. You froze. Now you're back. Oh, no. Now you froze. Yeah. Hey, at least this time his face isn't full, contorted, scary face. Are you back? It just moved. It looked like one of those old flip books. Yeah, he froze again. I thought it was my internet. I think my internet's getting slightly better. Yeah, maybe my internet's feeding off of his poor internet. Oh my God. Okay, are you back?
I'm here. Let's see let's try to get this to go. I sat down this week and I wrote 200 words, which is almost a little bit over almost 2/3 of an article of the day after the Browns winning the Super Bowl.
Wow, that was his mic drop moment. That was your mic drop. You like buffered when you said that. It was like mic drop.
Yeah, I already did that. So that's just me. That's just saying, like, we made the bet with the tattoos. We made the bet with everything. We're going to do it. And I did that because I think this team is good enough to do it. I believe this team is good. I don't think, I believe. I truly believe this. And I'm not just looking at it. I'm not being a Steelers fan that's been spoiled from 20 straight winning seasons thinking that they can plug anybody in at quarterback and they're going to be fine. They have a good defense. They're going to be a good team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, guys, all right, if what was going on with the Steelers was going on with the Browns, national media wouldn't give us a shot at all.
Yeah.
Same thing with what was happening with the Bengals was happening with us. Oh, they're dysfunctional. Same. If we lost 6 starters, same thing. Like Baltimore did, so it'd be the same thing. So it's getting out of that perception, and there's only one way to do it, and that's win consistently.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, so that's what we need to do. Okay, let's get out of here before my internet goes anymore. All right, guys, thank you for bearing with me on this.
Steve
thank you for joining me.
It was
care
great
for you all. And I'm still hearing things here. We have trouble connecting. Hey, just always remember, when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
We got another comment. Show's over.